Dirty dealings, corporate battles, consumer woes. This is Evening 5. CTOS Digital says it's business as usual for the group because there is no injunction from the High Court to prevent it from continuing to operate its business in providing credit scores. In a media briefing earlier this evening, Group CEO Eric Hamburger said the company will continue to provide the information to the financial institutions and clients. The briefing follows a High Court ruling in a defamation case brought by a businesswoman against CTOS Data Systems. The court had ruled that credit reporting agencies are not legally empowered to formulate credit scores and ordered the firm to pay 200,000 ringgit in general damages to the plaintiff for inaccurate credit rating. However, CTOS Data Systems CEO Eric Chin maintained at today's briefing that the company is allowed to provide credit scores under the Credit Reporting Act 2010. He added that management had met with regulators this morning and there was never any indication that there is a need for an audit. Meanwhile, Hamburger maintained that CTOS information is accurate and backed by proper evidence and documentation. According to Chin, CTOS has won 12 defamation cases in the past and is confident the company is in good position to appeal against the High Court decision. There are 5 more lawsuits pending. CTOS shares plunged to as low as 1 ringgit 6 cent earlier today, before paring some losses to close at 1 ringgit 25 cent, valuing it at 2.89 billion ringgit. Mavcom has announced that effective from June 1st, all international departures from KLIA Terminal 1 will incur a passenger service charge or PSC of 73 ringgit. As for Terminal 2, the charge is 50 ringgit, regardless of whether the passenger is travelling to within or beyond ASEAN. A transfer PSC charge will also be introduced at 7 ringgit for domestic passengers transferring through any local airport, while international passengers will be charged 42 ringgit for transferring through KLIA Terminal 1 and 29 ringgit through KLIA Terminal 2 or other Malaysian airports except for Senai International Airport. The levy for domestic departure remains at 11 ringgit. Meanwhile, Kerteh Airport and Tanjung Manis Airport have opted to adopt the rates recommended by Mavcom. At Senai International Airport, the PSC for domestic departures is hiked to 16 ringgit, while domestic transfers get a 10 ringgit levy. As for international travel, departures will be charged 50 ringgit, while transfers will be charged 29 ringgit. The revised charges will be in effect for 2.5 years until December 31st, 2026 and are aimed at supporting the aviation sector's recovery and adaptability post-COVID-19. The Attorney General's Chambers has yet to decide on the letter of representation sent by former Prime Minister Datuk Seri Najib Razak in August last year to drop 3 more charges of money laundering against him. Deputy Public Prosecutor Muhammad Ashraf Adrin told the court this during a brief case mention before High Court Judge K. Munyandi. Najib's counsel Tan Sri Muhammad Shafi Abdullah then once again tried to get a discharge not amounting to an acquittal, arguing that the letter of representation had been pending for months and this was not fair to the former finance minister. Munyandi, however, declined to do so and told the parties to stick to the trial dates set for this September. When asked why the decision on the representation was taking so long, Muhammad Ashraf said he was not privy to the information and that he was told to proceed with the trial. He said the prosecution intends to call 20 to 25 witnesses. The court then set May 27th as the next mention date and for the witness statements to be served to the defence by May 20th. In this trial, Najib is charged with 3 counts of money laundering involving 27 million ringgit of SRC international funds. Defence Minister Datuk Seri Muhammad Khalid Nordin expects the long-delayed Littoral Combat Ships project to get back on track by June this year. He said in Parliament today that the project has reached 67.57%, about 1% behind the 68.77% progress targeted by the Ministry of Defence, while the detailed design for the vessels was only 22 days behind schedule. According to him, the Lumut Naval Shipyard or LUNAS, previously known as Bowstead Naval Shipyard, is currently in the phase of undertaking mitigation work. On February 29th, the Public Accounts Committee flagged concerns over the persistent delay in the construction of the ships for the Royal Malaysian Navy. The project suffered 86 days of delays, reaching 67.28% completion as of December 2023. The committee also pointed out that MINDEF had failed to finalise the detailed design of the ships with the French defence contractor Naval Group. Khalid clarified today that the hold-up comprises delays in construction, equipment and design parts, even as the work has been progressing simultaneously. The sixth supplementary contract for the project stipulates that the first ship needs to reach 85.97% progress by November 2024. The second ship will need to hit completion rates of 78.17%, the third ship 61.48%, the fourth 53.4%, and the fifth 44.11% by the end of this year. A research house says Tomei Consolidated is strategically positioned for robust sales during the upcoming Hari Raya season, which historically drives sales for its 916 gold products. In a technical tracker, Hong Leong Investment Bank research said that coupled with margin expansion, the jeweller is anticipated to yield strong results for the second quarter of FY 2024. It highlighted that Tomei is currently trading at a trailing 4.3 times price to earnings, significantly lower by 57% compared to its 10-year average of 10 times. It expects the combination of undemanding valuation, the excitement surrounding earnings during the festive season, and buoyant gold prices to lead to a re-rating. The research house noted that global gold prices rallied this month, reaching a record high of $2,195 per ounce before mildly retracing to $2,182 per ounce today. HLIB Research said the surge in prices has not only sparked interest in gold-related counters like Tomei, but also propelled their share prices upward. Monday's strong breakout above its previous high of RM1.40, it said, coupled with an expanded volume, is poised to boost the share price towards the RM1.52, RM1.59, RM1.67 region. The research house advised investors to cut losses at RM1.28. Tomei ended trading today at RM1.42.